Hi there, we are Steve and Sally, a husband and wife team who together run Azimuth Images and travel the UK in our camper van Pam. Come join us on our adventures. Well, here at Clay Mills pumping station, I didn't intend to make a video today, but it's a glorious day. There's lots to see. We'll have a wander around the site, show you what's here. Clay Mills, just outside Burton-on-Trent, Victorian pumping station, saved, preserved and largely restored now. A few bits to go, plus the ever-ongoing maintenance. Fabulous place, in steam a couple of times a year. Static viewings at weekends as well. So get yourself down here, have a look. This is largely going to be a collection of still photos, a little bit of video. It's quite dark inside these old Victorian buildings. But hopefully you'll enjoy it. We'll start with this very nice Charles Openshaw traction engine here. Beautifully restored, shiny as you can believe, and being polished within an inch of its life by attentive owners. So sorry about the lack of Steadicam. Didn't intend to make a video today. Well, I suppose if you are going to have a toy, it might as well be a big one. Give you an idea of the size of that wheel. I don't know how tall that lady is, but that is one heck of a big wheel. That's got to be 7, maybe 8 foot diameter. I've just got to trade you with brass though. For the car enthusiasts, rather nice collection of cast aid Marge. It must be said Morgan's. I don't know if this is a Morgan event we're looking at today. A lovely selection of Morgan cars, gleaming in the sunshine. Attentive owners there, very proud of their work, and why not? So the very kind gentleman looking after this set it running for us. Originally installed and working from 1900 through to 1971. It provided all the lighting for the entire site, which is pretty good going. And all that in near silence. Got lucky in here today. We're in the machine shop. This facility had the means to make pretty much whatever it needed. Have a nice gentle slow pan for you. Again, apologise for lack of Steadicam. One day I will remember to bring it with me. You can see here everything is driven by shaft overhead, belts and pulleys. And of course every workshop needs a foreman's office. As you can see there, this is a side planing machine. Quite often I've come here in the past, it's been in action, and they'll take a piece of metal on the bed, and this just moves across there slowly, takes a thin slice off. When it gets to the end, a really complicated but nonetheless simple if you just look at it for a while system, means that as it reaches the end of its travel, it notches against a stop there, which in turn moves the lever mechanism, which is a little bit obscured by this sign today. But what you can see there are 2 belts coming from above, and when that slide moves across, it actually shoves across, technical term there, using that thing there. It shoves the belts onto that central pulley there, which actually, by nature of the twist going on in this belt up here reverses the direction and sends it back the other way. Simple, effective. This lovely person here is called? And you built this?
No. This is my...
Say yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so you didn't build it, okie dokie, but you get to drive it, yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. Can you tell us about it?
Well, our friend lets us use it. He made it.
Right, yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
And his name's Errol.
So his name, the engine's named after Errol, the owner, yeah?
No, the engine's named Errol after a dragon, because he used to bring sparks and fire.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like that, yep. And you get to drive it?
Yeah.
How awesome's that?
Really cool.
Yeah, I like the makeup, by the way. Yeah, most people your age have got lipstick and eyeshadow on, or you got quite coal smut. That is awesome. Thanks ever so much. It's been great to talk to. Introducing Errol. This is the Agitator engine house, and the idea here was that a pump, you can see just on the left here, added a combination of water and a lime mix into the thing, which was then stirred up, funny enough, by the Agitator engine. And this drove via a pulley system, which you can just see distributed all over there, some paddles, and the idea of that is it mixed the sewage mix up with lime, and the idea of the lime was that it helped to counteract the smell of the product. I'm sure you understand what I mean. So no need for high speed, just a constant steady stirring of the doo-doo. Don't know how well this audio is going to come out, but this is the feed pump house, and of course boilers turn water into steam, which means eventually they need filling up with water again, and that's what this contraption's job was to do, to pump water into the boiler, which then of course got turned into steam, which then got turned into motion. Love the baked bean tin, by the way. That's Zach. Right, so here's Zach demonstrating the overhand left-handed chuck. I'm sure there's a technical phrase for it. And he's feeding boiler 4? Yeah. Oh, look at that. What a pro. We've just come out of the boiler house, and just a short distance away, going this way, CD engine house. There were 4 engines here, cunningly called A, B, C and D. A and B lived in A, B house, C and D lived, well, you get the idea. So moving in here, what we've got is the surge vessels. So if I go in through the doorway here, it's a little bit dark, camera will take a second to get used to it. There's a good looking woman in here. And what happened is the pumps, when they pumped, would create surges, and if you allow that to happen uncontrolledly, they will burst the pipes further uphill. So this here is a compressor. Everything here is driven off the main engine house by pulleys and cams, as you can see. This was then powering the compressor. The compressor lines then went up over the top, and down to these little beauties here. And these basically got a diaphragm inside them, and by using a compressed air, I'll just get to one, using compressed air up in the top half, the idea was then that when the pump worked, it just created a flow in here, and the air being compressible did exactly that. So in the pumps with a big, very big bore and push here, they forced some of the pressure up, that compressed the air temporarily, and that acted as a shock absorber to stop the pipes further down the line from bursting. Anything else, there's redundancy built in, so we've got A and B, and very simple system. Pretty much used to this day and age. On our boat we have exactly the same system, where there is an air damper that stops the pump from vibrating and shaking.
The gears and ham you can see here control the timing of all the valves, and we'll see more of those upstairs when we get to what's called the driving floor. Pretty much an overgrown version of what happens in your car, just longer lasting, more beautiful to watch.
We saw earlier on how the push rods were connected to the crankshaft downstairs. We're now up on the driving engine floor, or the driving floor, whichever you want to call it. And you can see here how those connect up to the very shiny, beautiful levers up here, with very large weights on top to make sure the valves go back down where they should be going. When they come to start the engine, you have to turn, or pull and push on those levers to make sure you get the steam in the right place. And that of course sets everything running. When it's running, it just keeps on going. Well, here we are at the top end. You can see here these rods will go down, in fact indeed do go down, and connect to that monster great big flywheel downstairs. Light's not in the best direction for that downstairs in motion. We've got big windows putting through it. But here you can just see this wonderful engine just doing its thing. Beautifully looked after, beautifully restored. Lovely cared for. Can't recommend the place enough. Get yourselves down Clay Mills, become a member, why not? We've just been upstairs, mic check. We've just been upstairs and seen the upper end of this, the beam, and down here you can just see where that comes through. Connects onto that crank at the end and rotates this monster flywheel. The idea of the big flywheel is it keeps everything nice and smooth, balances out the load in much the same way as flywheels do on modern vehicles. Just a little bit bigger.